again, it's Dr. B with Functional Minute. Just want to talk to you today about PCOS, Polycystic Ovarian Syndrome. This is a very common disorder that we see in our office nowadays. We typically see this problem with our females who are undergoing perimenopause, which is basically the time in transition between your regular cycles and menopause, as well as some of our younger females who are transitioning into menstruation. Unfortunately, this is a very common disorder, and we're seeing this become much more common with the expanding waistlines here in the United States. Typically, you'll see multiple ovarian cysts, abnormalities in your periods and menstrual cycles, infertility, a lot of GI bloating, a lot of fatigue, and insulin resistance. We see this in about 6% of our females in the United States today. One thing we see, as I said before, is infertility. You can see increased body hair, acne, skin changes, and most commonly sweet cravings. With lab tests, you'll see increased insulin, increased prolactin, increased DHEA levels, increased testosterone levels, and decreased progesterone levels. When you're sitting down and looking at what may be the causes of this problem, you really want to look at diet. We typically see a lot of insulin resistance with polycystic ovarian syndrome. And so the key to treating this and assessing this is looking at what's in the diet. What kind of processed foods are you eating? What kinds of sugars and carbohydrates are you eating consistently? So that's a big thing to really work on. Another thing is, how are your bowel movements doing? We really want to be aggressive with treating the bowels and getting the bowels not as inflamed and working on a regular basis. You typically eliminate a lot of metabolized hormones in your small intestine, large intestine, and so we want to improve bowel movements every day, so you're eliminating those already used hormones. Another thing is exposure to what's called Xenobiotics, and this will be something we'll talk about in our next talk. Xenobiotics are a chemical that's not typically found in the body or made in the body, but it can be found in the body and cause problems. Xenobiotics are chemicals that we're exposed to in the environment, which can typically cause hormone disruption. And then another thing to think about with the treatment plan is maybe doing a metabolic detox. That'll clear a lot of bad junk out of the body. And so in our next talk, we'll talk about these xenobiotics and get into a little bit more detail to see what may be avoided in the environment. And so we want to talk to you soon about that. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to comment at the bottom of our page. Thanks.